Capricorn and cross watchers. Thank you guys so much for joining in. Hope everyone is doing well. Today we are going to take a look at your week ahead tarot reading for February 16th through the 22nd. Please keep in mind, guys, the messages here on YouTube are general. They're not going to resonate every time with every person. You are more than welcome to check other signs within your birth chart. It's really about the title. If there's something in the title that resonates, there's most likely something here in the message. I do ask, however, that if you find something is helpful, that it resonates with your situation, please give it a thumbs up or feel free to comment below how it resonates. All the love and support is very much appreciated here, and it does help the messages get out there. So thank you guys so much for that. So let's get started here. Please, Spirit, thank you for the most positive and guiding message for our subscribers. Please allow positive guidance through whatever our viewers need to hear. And please protect me, the viewer, and the cards from any negative energies. Thank you again, Spirit, and blessed be. Most important message here for Capricorn. Spirit, what does Capricorn need to see, hear and see? Most important message. Here and now. This card talks about being present, okay? Not being too far in the past, which would be depression. Thinking too much about the past can lead to depression. Or thinking too much about the future can lead to anxiety. I feel like there's going to be something that's going to be revealed that's going to help you understand why there's a need to be present. So there's changes coming, big changes. I do feel like this is, okay, so with big changes, any change, it's never truly easy. I do feel, however, here, Capricorn, it is going to be worth it. On the bottom of the deck, we have building blocks. So this talks about building a solid foundation for something better to be built upon. And so that's definitely a very good indicator to be present. So you can make sure that all those blocks are in place, all those bricks are set. So later when something comes along to try and shake this foundation, it doesn't crumble it. So we are going to get some more information here, Capricorn, but I feel like that's a good start. Being present is definitely going to be key this week, okay? Big changes coming. So let's see. Let's see. Most important message here for Capricorn, Spirit. What does Capricorn need to see for February 16th through the 22nd? Please and thank you. Four of Summer. This is the Four of Cups, okay? And traditionally in the Four of Cups, this card is like being distracted. Like three cups out in front of you and one cup is floating in the air and you're not paying attention to any of it, or the person in the card. This card also in some decks talks about contemplation, meditation, really precursors to this Hermit energy. And that's what I'm feeling here for you, Capricorn, is you're in the process of some big changes. I feel like you're kind of analyzing the past with this Four of Summer, Four of Cups, and the Hermit energy. You're really kind of contemplating, analyzing most likely reviewing and releasing a lot of things from the past. And then we have release. This is the death energy. This is scorpionic energy, Virgo energy here. You could be dealing with a Scorpio or a Virgo. Ultimately, I feel like there is a need for contemplation here within this matter, because you're walking away from something, okay? There's big changes. So understand, I understand, I feel like you understand that you're walking away from people, places, and things that are no longer serving you. And this is making way for new opportunities to come into your life, Capricorn. Now remember, there's a need to be present here because you're in the process of building a solid foundation. I feel like the solid foundation is for a more positive, brighter future. But I do feel like there is things that you're going to have to release within this situation, within this dynamic, within this ending, whatever you're releasing, something better is coming along to replace that. So instead of being in the Four of Cups type of energy, discontentment, boredom type of energy, there's a need here to be in this Hermit energy, which is more of introspection, really analyzing yourself. It's like the beginning phases of the self-discovery journey. And then the Hermit, the Wheel comes after the Hermit, right? So I do see growth. There is a lot of growth here. Again, big changes happening here, Capricorn. So let's pull out a different deck just to see what else we can see, okay? Now, the card that's on the bottom of the deck really quickly, Capricorn, is the Ego card. In this deck, it's Ego. In Original Tarot, it is the Devil. The Devil energy is here. Now, mind you, this is Capricorn energy, but I feel like there's something overindulgence. Now, this could be overindulgence in substances. It could be overindulgence in eating, overindulgence in spending. I feel like there's just this toxic energy of overindulgence. And I feel like the reason why you're overindulging in whatever it is that you're overindulging is to cover up feelings of discontentment. Understand here, Capricorn, that once you release all the toxic energies out of your life, you're not going to need to cover up those negative feelings anymore, because you're not going to have people that leave you in those energy fields. So for this week, I feel like what really needs to take place here, Capricorn, is really reviewing and releasing. Reviewing the things in your life that you enjoy, that you like, the people, places, and things. And then release. Also take a practical look at the people that cause drama, the people that cause chaos, the people that are breadcrumbing you, that may be entertaining you, but also entertaining other people. These uncertain people that still need to heal. Now, this could also be you, Capricorn. Maybe this is your energy. Maybe that's what needs to be released. Really quickly, when we're in this energy, whether this is you or another person, whoever is in this energy of breadcrumbing, it's usually coming from a place of insecurity themselves. Okay, so whether this is you or the other person, that's why there would be a need to heal that energy, because by being in that space, by holding that space and entertaining multiple people, it's really kind of spreading yourself too thin. And yeah, at times it may be easy and you may be able to do it, but what happens when everybody needs help at one time? Who are you helping first? Right? And that's where that uncertainty comes in, especially within relationships, because when we are the people, like if I was the person who was breadcrumbing somebody else, eventually that person might be a little standoffish to want to completely commit, because I'm in this Knight of Wands energy, this back and forth. Now, I'm not saying that's what I do. I just used that as an example, so I wasn't using anybody else. But I feel like there's definitely this back and forth energy that's being presented here within the cards. Now, this can resonate both ways. It can be you, Capricorn. Maybe you have options. Maybe the other person has options. But I feel like we're kind of coming in this season of awakening, of soulmate, twin flame connections, of having one partner. I feel like a lot of people are ending this kind of breadcrumbing game that they've been playing for so long. They're seeing that it's not really serving their best interests. I get the sense here, Capricorn, that that's kind of where you are at too. You're ready. You're ready to put down the swords, but with it in reverse, you might not necessarily know the steps to take or how to get there. Let's see. I do feel like there is a need for a change in perspective. So one thing that I sometimes recommend when I do see the Hanged Man, it's like putting yourself in the other person's shoes in any given scenario, whether this is an argument with your parents or an argument with a spouse or an argument with a boss. Try to put yourself in that person's shoes and look at things from their perspective. You know, what do they have to go through on a daily basis? What other stressors would cause them to react this way? Change in perspective. A change in the way that you're looking at the situation. Because it's causing confusion. It's causing confusion within the person who's exuding this energy. So if this is you, Capricorn, this King of Pentacles that's exuding this energy, then it's causing confusion within you, breadcrumbing or spreading yourself too thin, having multiple options. And if it's the other person, but again, Capricorn, I feel like this is your energy. I feel like you're really trying to cover up this lonely feeling. It's like you don't want to be alone. But understand here that in those times that we're by ourselves are the most healing times, because if we can get our brain to focus, we can really get clear on what has happened in our past, what we need to heal from, and what steps we need to take moving forward. The King of Pentacles coming out, I do feel like there is a need here, Capricorn, to get grounded. It also, the King of Pentacles is like getting organized or being organized, planning something out, standing your ground. This is also Capricorn energy. So it could be, you know, once you've figured this out, once you've made the decision to leave this energy, this player type of energy behind, that's when you are going to kind of come into your power, right? I'm not going to lie, Capricorn. I was a little bit of a player back in the day, and I did it because I was hurt and I was uncertain of my own future. And so I just did whatever made me feel good. But I learned along the way that some of my best ideas came from me being away from people. Like when I just shut myself out from everybody and like worked and thought, deep thought. That's where my best ideas came from. That's how I started this channel. So don't be afraid to be alone. And trust me, I get it. I've been there. I did that. I carried myself that way probably for a good 7 to 10 years because I wasn't clear within myself what I wanted. That's why in my videos, I really promote that clarity, that getting clear. And that's what the hermit energy exudes. It's sitting down, having alone time and getting clear, figuring out, okay, what do I envision for myself? Where do I see myself in a year, in 5 years, 10 years? How do I see this thing turning out? Play this tape out, play this tape reel out. See where it's going, start trying to be more conscious. And that's what the King of Pentacles is, starting to try to be more conscious, be more organized with the moves that you're making, the decisions that you're making, okay? Now, Capricorn, there is somebody that's coming in. There is a new beginning that's coming in, okay? Now, I feel like this new beginning is going to be very passionate, very emotionally fulfilled, but I feel like it's going to need work. I feel like you and this other person are going to be both helping each other along this healing journey. And I feel here that your person may have gone through a similar experience or be going through a similar experience. But I do feel like they are going to be helping you through this. Now, I feel like how they're going to help you is it's going to be very slow, very stable, very grounded, very Capricorn, earth type of energy. The Hermit is coming out again. So again, I feel like there is a need here, Capricorn, to get clear, gain clarity on what it is that you envision out of this situation, out of life, out of relationships, out of your career. What do you want to be when you grow up? And I don't mean that. I mean that in a silly way, because we all know we're all supposed to be adults, but a lot of us take our time to figure out what is that we truly want out of life. Not everybody knows exactly what they want, right? When, very rarely is a person going through high school preparing themselves for their life. A lot of times there's experiences that they're going to have to experience. There's things that they're going to have to go through to discover what it is that they want. Okay. So Spirit is saying, make sure that you're introspecting, you're reviewing this past situation, you're releasing all these burdens. Maybe there's some baggage, maybe there's extra people that you're going to have to let go to kind of bring in balance into your life. Maybe it's not even a person. Maybe this is that overindulgence thing that we were talking about, right? But whatever the case here, Capricorn, that it is that you're having to release, I feel like you're putting in a good effort this week for this to take place. Now, when everything is said and done, whether this happens in this week or it takes longer than a week for this to take place, I feel like this is going to bring in balance. This is going to help you to get more organized in your life, become more stable, gain a clearer understanding of where you're headed. And then maybe you'll even have a sense of why you're headed there. So let's get some advice. Three cards for Capricorn's advice, Spirit. in this situation? What does Capricorn need to see? Well, that's interesting. Okay. So we have the Fool card and the Death card. That's why I'm saying that's interesting. I feel like this new beginning is going to be very transformative. This new opportunity, this person, place, or thing that's coming into your life is going to it's going to help you gain clarity. I also feel like there may be travel. There may be travel coming out here. Gain clarity on your life. I feel like ultimately, Capricorn, though, by going through this introspection process, this review and release, you're really going to already start the process, which is going to put you on the right path to bring this person in if they haven't already approached. So, Capricorn, I'm going to get your Power Thought card out here. You will do an extended reading. In the extended, I'm going to take a look at your person. Take a look at your partner. This new opportunity, we'll say, coming in. Look at the intentions behind that, what's going on there. We'll see where this is headed. Pull out a couple different decks. Pull out the Soul Truth. If it's something you're interested in, the link will be below in the description box. Otherwise, the Power Thought card that's coming out for you is, I trust my inner wisdom. As I go about my daily affairs, I listen to my own guidance. My intuition is always on my side. I trust it to be there at all times. I am safe. So, Capricorn, that is the message I have coming out for you guys. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Thank you for liking, subscribing, sharing the content. If you guys want to get in on the extended reading, the link will be below. Otherwise, thank you guys so much for all the love and support, liking, subscribing, sharing the content. You guys are all amazing. And I look forward to seeing your beautiful souls again soon. Namaste.